Hanging out at the beach is a great way to spend time together as a family. Between the natural beauty and the abundance of activities, it's fun for all. Today on Ready, Set, Renovate, we see a family of 4 turn an outdated condo into a gorgeous getaway. When the surf-loving Nelson family began looking for a new vacation home, an epic view was their top priority. I can see why you guys bought this place. This is an unbeatable view right here.
Yeah, it's one of those special views where you walk out, or you walk right into the place and look out and see the ocean. You feel like you're right on the water.
With a few renovations already under his belt, Mark will serve as project manager. Now this will be, officially as a couple, the 3rd renovation that you're doing together, right? You had the beach property, you had your main house, which you just redid, and now you're redoing this one.
Yeah.
And you're still married.
And we're still married, yes. Took the words right out of my mouth.
That is amazing. Congratulations.
Michelle put up with me through all of it.
What's the secret to living through renovations? Because all of them were big renovations.
Just let him take charge.
Yeah.
It's a marathon, it's not a sprint. So
yeah.
That saying is true.
So what's the expectation with this one? I mean, it's actually in pretty good shape. You know, it's older. You've got the popcorn ceiling, some of the things that people are, don't want these days. What is it you want to accomplish with this renovation?
We're pretty much going to gut it from floor to ceiling.
Okay.
We want it to be more modern, updated.
I'm guessing that you don't love that kitchen.
The kitchen's gonna go.
Okay.
So we're gonna start with a clean plate, start fresh, new, modern kitchen, waterfall island. We're gonna start with the floors, doing the wood tile floors, and definitely get rid of the popcorn ceiling up here.
There's some limitations for a kitchen this size because you can't get gas in here, so it's all electric because it is a condo building, but I'm sure it'll be great when it's done.
Okay, so there are 3 bedrooms in this unit? Yes.
Yeah.
So what's the plan for the bedrooms? Are they going to change dramatically?
Not really the structure of it.
Right.
We might change a pull-out door into like a pocket door, something along that lines. I think we're going to enclose one of the windows in the master bedroom so that you can change the perspective on the view.
Okay.
The design firm suggested that might be the better way to get a nice view out of the master bedroom.
Are the bathrooms all getting gutted?
Everything.
Yeah.
Floor to ceiling, every inch of it.
You also have a big project with the ceiling as well. It isn't just the cosmetic piece of it, scraping off the popcorn ceiling, it's all coming down, right?
Yeah, we had a couple of options in here. We could have knocked the popcorn down to just smooth it out, but we would have been limited because it's a concrete ceiling, limited to the lighting that we could have done. So we had some suggestions from some contractors we talked to, and we can drop a 3-inch drop ceiling down. That would allow us to put some thin LED lights up in the ceiling and allow us to do the lighting plan that we wanted to have.
And how much are you expecting to put into the renovation?
I think when it's all said and done with furnishings, probably $120,000.
$120,000. All right, so let's get down to the nitty gritty. Since you're the project manager and you have all this experience, Mark, when is it going to be finished? I want the exact date and time that this will be wrapped up. Yes.
We both want that. I would say that from today, probably 10 to 12 weeks.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah.
That's a good turnaround. Now, I do see some surfboards over there, and Mark, I heard you saying something about there going to be artwork inside of the condo, and Michelle, I heard you...
Not so sure.
Yeah?
I think they need to stay outside.
Yeah. Sorry, Mark.
We'll see what happens.
I'm rooting for you, man, but I don't know.
I don't know if it's going to cut it.
With hopes of catching their first wave here in less than 3 months, they waste no time digging into the demo. But before they can start the rebuild, Construction Pro Vince Sink will get under the surface of the concrete floor and ceiling to make sure the team can move ahead with their plans. First of all, what is this little machine you have?
This is a GPR unit, ground penetrating radar. And what it does is it sends a signal through the concrete, and it comes back, bounces up, and it gives us a signal up top, which we then have to interpret whether we're looking at a piece of rebar or a post-tension cable.
And by post-tension cable, you mean those wire cables?
Yeah, the wire
that
cables.
are embedded in the concrete, basically.
Correct.
Yeah, so it's reinforcement not just for this unit, but for this
For the whole building, correct.
beachside building. So
Okay.
what are you seeing here in this floor?
Okay, so what I'm seeing is I'm getting a whole bunch of different layers that it's showing me through here. See how this peak here is showing us that there is something here. It's in the column line. That cable is just about 1 inch below the top of concrete.
Vince checks the floors and ceilings throughout the condo, penciling in the location of the post-tension cables. In the meantime, Mark is excited for the next phase. Mark, you guys move fast. We were just here and this whole place is cleaned out.
Yeah, we had a great team come in and do the demo. It took them all of 5 days to get it all gutted.
Wow. Well, it was really a nice open space before you removed everything, but once you have all the old stuff out, it looks even bigger.
Yeah, you can start to feel how it's going to start to take shape with the open concept.
You've done something that I think if a lot of homeowners just did this simple thing, they would help themselves so much. You've taped out where everything is going to go.
Yep, we've got an island that we're going to be installing. It's going to be an island that's going to be very functional from the standpoint that we're going to be able to sit on both sides. This is going to be the main dining area.
Okay.
So by laying this out, we get a chance to see how big the dimensions are, how does it feel inside the space. I've already expanded it just a little bit. 36 inches I think is going to be a little too small, so we're at 40 now.
Coming up next on Ready, Set, Renovate, even with his best laid plans, Mark is thrown a wrench. Is that frustrating for you, though, when you show up here in the morning and you're like, I thought that was going to be done?
You'd like everything to go perfect, but sometimes it doesn't, and the best thing you can do is just roll with it and get it done.
We're here with Tat Granata from Florida Home Improvement Associates again today, and you guys have a big install here.
Yeah, we do. We just started the window installation today, so it's going pretty well so far.
This is a very cute neighborhood, well established, built in the late 60s, but it has grown into itself, and there are a lot of busy streets all around here. That's one of the things that your homeowner is going to benefit from with these new windows.
Yeah, it was one of the first things she mentioned when we had our initial visit with her, is that she wanted to do something to reduce the sound and make her home a little bit more quiet for her when she's home, as well as making it more energy efficient at the same time.
So these are not hurricane glass, but they are security and safety glass.
Yes, she did want to provide security from intrusion. She wanted to feel a lot safer when she was in the home, and we went with a really energy efficient glass package as well. So she's going to get the comfortability she was looking for, and it's also going to make her feel a lot safer when she's home.
Absolutely. And she's replacing several of the windows on the front and the side of the house. How long will this job take?
This is just going to be one day. We're going to be in and out of here today. She's going to be really happy. The installation team is doing a great job so far, so it's going really well.
They arrived here just shortly after the crack of dawn to get started so they can contain the mess and they can get through this in, just a few hours. So inside is where the work really starts. Your guys have put up protection so nothing inside the home gets damaged.
Yeah, the homeowner's here and she could be here during the whole installation because we really contain the debris. We work in a small confined area so that she can be there, and we really make sure that the mess is kept to a minimum.
Okay, and it's going to look awesome as well. There's nothing like new windows and doors to really freshen up your home.
Yeah, it's really going to transform the front of the home. It's going to make a big difference.
Okay, thanks so much, Tat Granata from Florida Home Improvement Associates. If you'd like more information, you can call the number on the screen or visit FHAproducts.com.
Lily, everyone in the house is online and I can't get enough bandwidth to video chat with my book club.
Try 1 gig internet with AT&T Fiber. You get more bandwidth and HBO Max included, so everyone stays entertained.
So I can just watch the show instead of reading the book?
If you turn on your subtitles, that's almost reading.
Get entertainment-grade 1 gig internet with AT&T Fiber. Now with HBO Max included. Bundle with AT&T TV for $89.98 a month for a year. Limited availability in select areas. Call 1-877-ONLY-ATT.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, we're here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You only get one shot at compensation. Make it count. FARA and FARA, protecting you and your family. Call us. Talk to us.
Where I'm from, marijuana is legal. Can I use it in Florida? No, it's illegal here. I have PTSD. Should I at least try to get a medical marijuana prescription?
Yes. Now that's legal here. You should talk to your doctor about qualifying conditions and determine if medical marijuana is right for you.
I will. Hey, thanks for telling me.
You got it.
This message is sponsored by the Florida A&M University Medical Marijuana Education and Research Initiative, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and this television station.
Just when you need the most, Kia Jax is here for you. With an exclusive payment relief program, find your new Kia and drive payment free for 3 months. Plus, get 0% financing for up to 75 months. Kia Jax, online to the max.
So our man in the JSA died saving the world. The Justice Society must live on. We need to make a plan.
I have a 3-point plan. Find them, surprise them, kick their...
You're 15 years old. Act like a normal teenager.
This is my chance, Pat.
Do you ever listen to anything that I say to you?
Stargirl, new series this Tuesday at 8/7 Central on the CW.
With beach season in full swing, the Nelson family is stoked to wrap their renovation and start living it up at their Surfside vacation home. Today, the team is working on a plan to relocate the air conditioning ducts so the new kitchen cabinets can extend all the way up to the ceiling.
This is important to you to be able to move, right?
It is, yeah.
You don't want this hanging
You mean
down.
you don't want this beautiful thing sticking on the ceiling?
Well, if you can get rid of those soffits,
Yeah.
it's kind of the direction that everybody's going
Yeah.
now. Are you going to be able to move the ductwork and get it the way you want it?
Yeah, we are. So had the mechanical guy come in, took a look at it. We're just going to cut this back, this ductwork back. And very fortunate, there's an open space right on the wall over there. We're going to open that up and run that out through some upper cabinets.
After removing the old tile, the team has the tedious job of scraping the remaining debris off of the slab. Once they have a clean, smooth surface to work with, they begin installing the new flooring. These red self-leveling spacers are dual purpose. First, they help the team place the tiles evenly, assuring uniform grout lines. Second, they hold each piece in place while the thin set dries, which helps create a smooth, level surface.
Wow. You've made a lot of progress.
Yeah, it's getting there. It's coming around.
Coming around. When you have flooring, you can really start to see it coming together, right? Yes.
Definitely gives a little bit of a foundation now.
This is so pretty. It's just like the perfect material for the beach. It really looks like wood, but it isn't, is it? It's tile. It's tile.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, you're right. So it helps with the salt water, helps with sand, keeping it clean. You don't have to worry about any sort of mildew or mold coming on. So definitely one of the reasons why we chose the product.
And most importantly, on this warm day, I feel this air conditioning. Oh man, it's working.
Just
working
for the crew,
good.
we set that up.
Right.
So specially engineered.
You had a little bit of a dilemma over here, right? You moved the cabinets down a little
Yes,
bit. Right.
yes. It's actually pretty minor. All we needed to do was shorten the length of where the ducts came out of.
Yeah.
So it didn't really have to change much.
All the work in the ceiling is done. That was a major project because you basically tore it open, installed the new lighting, and then had to reassemble it. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, we basically dropped the ceiling down about 3 inches so that we had enough space to put some of the can lighting in. And looks great.
So today the plan is to get the floor grouted and to start installing the cabinets. But the floor isn't grouted yet. How's that all going to work out scheduling wise?
Guys are going to start grouting here in the next 30 minutes, so they'll do this. I don't think it takes that long for the grout to set. I think you said 3 or 4 hours for it to set, so probably time-wise we'll be okay.
Okay. Is that frustrating for you, though, when you show up here in the morning and you're like, I thought that was going to be done?
You'd like everything to go perfect, but sometimes it doesn't, and the best thing you can do is just roll with it and get it done.
With the cabinets due to arrive any minute, the team moves quickly on the grout in the kitchen. Once all of the neutral colored grout has been smoothed over the tiles, the excess is sponged off and left to dry. In the meantime, interior designer Liv Mead is finalizing the furniture and decor.
This is a dream space because you have really great natural light. You have like this amazing view to kind of work with. The color palette is really plucked from outside, where you see like the blues and the creams. Just really, when you walk into this unit, you are transformed on the beach. You are on it. So we really want to bring the outside in.
With their design inspiration always in sight, the team is installing pretty porcelain tiles in both bathrooms. It's important to measure each piece carefully for an even look and a watertight fit. Applying plenty of thin set helps keep the gray coloring of the cement board from showing through the translucent tiles. Once they're all in, the shower tiles are grouted, sponged, and ready to welcome their first pair of sandy feet. Back in the kitchen, the grout is dry and the cabinets have arrived, so the team begins installing the taupe-colored lowers. To achieve contrast, the uppers and the panels around the refrigerator will be a fresh white. The team is making good progress and comes up with an easy fix for the undermount lighting. But as they press on towards the finish line, looks like they'll be pumping the brakes. Coming up next on Ready, Set, Renovate.
It'll be fixed one way or the other, so it's either going to get fixed with recoloring, or if we have to rip it down and make it right, it'll be taken down and made right.
When faced with Hurricane Michael, one product stood strong.
Our windows helped that house survive by withstanding an impact. The testing protocol calls for the product to be impacted by some form of windborne debris, flying debris. Then it has to get cycled with negative and positive pressure, 4,500 times one way, 4,500 times the other way, and then the window still has to operate after that. Our windows were hit by windborne debris. The glass cracked, but the windows still operated. They did what they were supposed to do and protected the home.
To learn more about custom window systems, visit cws.cc.
Peninsular Pest Control. Enjoy your backyard this spring. Let Peninsular help control your ants and mosquitoes. Take care of your family, and we'll take care of your home. Peninsular is your critter getter. Call Peninsular today for a free estimate.
In uncertain times, we all want somebody in our corner. I'm News4JAX consumer investigator Lauren Verno. I know you're worried about jobs, paying bills, and let's face it, the unemployment system is a mess. I'm here to help you, telling you who's hiring, connecting with you on social media, and getting answers from the people at the top. I won't stop pushing until you get results.
Watch News4JAX every night starting at 5. The local station. If you get your news on Facebook, important local stories could get lost in the timeline. Don't let Facebook decide what news you see. Stay connected with News4JAX on Facebook Messenger and get the latest coronavirus updates directly to your inbox. Go to the News4JAX page, tap the message button, then choose coronavirus. News4JAX will DM you a personalized news feed every day. Get the news you need without ever touching the timeline. Moving forward together with News4JAX on Facebook Messenger.
It's month 4 of the Nelsons renovation, and with all the construction finished, they're focusing on some details that may need a rework.
Just a few issues that we're a little unhappy with the discoloration of a few pieces of the stone.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
Looks like there's some oxidation that occurred over some time, so we've been assured by our tile guy that he can make that match. It'll be fixed one way or the other, so it's either going to get fixed with recoloring, or if we have to rip it down and make it right, it'll be taken down and made right.
The team uses some abrasive cleanser, and after a few tries, has the stacked stone looking good. But designer Liv is dealing with another issue.
There was a seam in the ceiling, which, if you remember, back when we first started renovating this, one of the things that we made a plan to do was to change all the drywall texture, so it was popcorn ceilings. And so I think that the original ceilings, maybe there were some seams in the drywall, and maybe some of the humidity has shifted some of it, and you can tell that it's, the seams are coming apart, but I don't believe that it's water. The fix for the ceiling will probably be, sanding, recaulking, painting.
After project manager Mark investigates with the team, they find out it's just as Liv suspected. No leak, just an old seam showing through. With that work confined to a small area, Liv can get started on the final phase.
We have a huge install today. We're doing every room, sectional, conversation area, tons of rugs, lamps, bedrooms. I mean, it's the full shebang today. We decided to keep it very neutral, family friendly, so we did slip covers on all the upholstery, a deep navy linen on the swivel chairs, which is kind of going to be like a hangout, maybe a more grown-up zone, sectionals for more of the kids. We're finishing up our wallpaper install. It was a 2-day deal. You know, we have about 48 rolls installed, which is a pretty large amount for a unit this size, but we really, you know, wanted to contrast the super white walls and kind of give it a different eclectic vibe. People have this misconception with wallpaper that it's dated. I mean, we're not putting seashells on the walls. We're doing geometrics, grass cloths, kind of this tone-on-tone wood look, as you'll see. It's evolved as far as the technology. A lot of them come pre-pasted, and so they're really adaptable to the climate. We're gonna finish the furniture install today, and then we're gonna come back in a couple days and do the whole zhuzhing process. Zhuzhing is fluffing, karate chopping the pillows, moving the succulent just perfectly, just making it really feel like a designer space.
Coming up next on Ready, Set, Renovate.
I cannot wait till we can get here and enjoy the beach, enjoy the view, get down there, watch the girls surf, and just relax.
It's our 50-50-50 sale at FHIA Remodeling, Florida's #1 remodeling company. Right now, you can take 50% off a full home window installation. Ask about 50-month financing. And if you call right now during Ready, Set, Renovate, you'll get a $50 gift card with your free in-home estimate. That's right. Reduce outside noise, enhance security, and escape the heat with new windows from FHIA Remodeling for an incredible price with an incredible financing offer. It's the 50-50-50 sale only at FHIA Remodeling. Call now and save big.
At Farah & Farah, we're proud that many of our new clients are referred to us by former clients. Farah & Farah, protecting you and your family.
Today, funeral costs average over $10,000 and are expected to be over $30,000 in 20 years. With these rising costs, seniors must ask themselves these important questions. Can my family pay a funeral bill possibly as high as $30,000? Would my funeral place a financial burden on my loved ones? How can I protect my family from this unavoidable expense? Senior Life Insurance Company offers state-regulated life insurance plans to help cover your funeral expenses. With plans around $12 a month, covering your funeral expenses has never been more affordable. Your low rate is also locked in for life. You can also not be turned down for any health reason. We cover seniors with many common conditions like diabetes, high blood pressure, or arthritis. This is all done with no medical exam. Protect your family with life insurance from Senior Life. Call the number for free information with no obligation. Make the free call now.
We're debunking some of the biggest medical myths.
You don't need to floss your teeth anymore. Do you think cracking your knuckles is a problem? Here's what really causes ulcers.
Revealing the truth. And a very special mystery guest.
Are you ready to unmask yourself?
I'm ready. All New Oz.
Monday at 10 on Channel 4, the local station. When it comes to keeping you informed, the sky is the limit.
A live look from our tower cam.
News 4 Jax, empowering you with a county-by-county network of 15 aerial cameras, showing you this.
Traffic in both directions.
So you can avoid seeing this. Built for the elements. So you can see threats from miles away. A window to the world on all your screens. The News 4 Jax Skycam Network.
After a 4-month renovation on their 2,000 square foot condo, the Nelson family is ready to dive into beach life. When you guys renovate, you do it right. This is unbelievable.
Thank you. Thank you. We're very happy with how everything turned out.
Yeah, we were looking for an updated, modern coastal look, and I think that's what ended up coming out.
I love it that you have all these separate sitting areas. It really helps to sort of divide the space and give everybody a place to hang.
This sitting area is great. These navy chairs are very comfortable and they swivel around so you can see the beach, you can see the kitchen, you can talk to everyone in this area. So it's a great place to hang out, kind of separate from the couch and the family room TV area. So if you have a lot of people over, you have different places to sit and hang out.
We've got a very comfortable couch. When you get in, you would sit down, you just want to be able to kind of lay back and dive into it. So it's, nice, deep, white couch that you can clean.
Yeah.
That's the most important part is you can pull off the covers and throw them in the wash and clean.
Washable. Very comfortable, and the furniture is still low enough that you can see the view, which is why we picked this condo, because we love the view.
You were both looking forward to the new kitchen. So
Absolutely.
Let's talk about this, because this is pretty spectacular.
One of the things we did different on the kitchen this time was we changed some of the directions of the doors. So some of the doors are horizontal versus vertical.
And we did the two-tone this time, which was something different we haven't done before. The white uppers and the little bit darker lower cabinets. So
you like
very
it?
Happy with that turnout. Yes. And then the large island, of course, you can sit 8 people at, so 4 on one side and 4 on the other. So that turned out really nice.
You made some changes in the master bedroom.
We were able to wall up and drywall one of the windows, and it made for a nice a back wall for the bed. The nightstands on each side are different colors for some contrast. Then there's dark blue wallpaper on the back with geometric figures on it as well.
It came out great, just real clean.
Double sinks, pivot mirrors. So we've got the double sinks and the
Yeah.
pivot mirrors, which were important, right? Having the two different sinks.
And we added another sink, so that was nice having double
Opened up a
sinks
wall.
instead of one sink. Yeah.
And then we opened up one of the walls in the bathroom so that you had a larger closet space. So it's nice and open feeling.
I love the artwork that you did in the girls' rooms with the twin beds and the old swimsuits up there. What a great idea.
Yeah, it was a retro throwback the designer had suggested. Really cool pictures.
Oh, I'm curious if your teenage girls are going to be wearing suits like that.
I hope so, but I'm not sure how much luck I'm going to have with that.
Yeah. Well, it sure makes for a cute design feature.
Yes. Very cute. Something different.
And you guys did so much with wallpaper.
It's some nice texture and colors, but still kind of neutral.
Right.
So we did it in all the bathrooms, the master bedroom, as well as in the family room on each side of the fireplace.
Which wallpaper is your favorite, Michelle?
I love the wallpaper in the guest bathroom. It's like a navy and silver, just something very different, kind of dramatic look.
Right.
Yes.
How about you, Mark?
I like the one in the guest bedroom with the queen bed in it. It actually looks like wood is on the wall, and it's in a chevron diagonal type pattern, so it's really cool.
So what's it like sitting here watching the sunrise?
Oh, it's beautiful. It's just so peaceful.
Yeah, it's so nice. The girls actually wake up early so they can run out on the beach and go check it out.
They were out this morning, 6 o'clock.
Maybe go out on the balcony, depending upon where the sun's coming up. It's really nice looking out on the waves because a lot of times you'll see marine life out there.
We all want to come here together and spend some time together. They can bring their friends and just be outside and enjoy the day. It's great.
If you would like more information about our show, please visit us at ReadySetRenovate.com.